Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I'm going to do something I said I'm probably not going to do very often, and I really don't want to do this often. That is to actually cover current events, right? I haven't done this in years, and this one though, because I've shared memes on it, and some of them got a lot of hits. A lot of people got in the conversations, gave me their opinions. I've seen so much stuff from friends and other coaches and other people I know who've given their opinions. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like a lot of people are missing some common sense on this whole Liver King fiasco. And I'm just going to talk some common sense with it. And I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying what this guy did was right. It's not right to be a fake natty. I spent, a good part of my early YouTube career kind of calling out and fake natties, showing people how to identify them and everything else. And I really got away from that. And to be honest with you, I really don't even care about it anymore. There's a point where I realize it's never going to go away. And, I blame the audience more than anything. I mean, there's a certain point where, we can blame people for being scam artists. And I'm not saying that what they're doing is right. I'm not saying we should ever endorse it or support it. But by that same token, at a certain point, audiences have to quit being so naive, right? They really and truly need to quit being so naive when it comes to these fake natties. And, let's be realistic here. This guy convinced over 1 million people, I don't know how big his audience is, I know it was pretty big, that he got where he was by eating raw liver and bull testicles. Okay? Now, I don't know what else to say on that other than if you believed that. If anyone out there was naive enough to believe that and then buy products based upon that sort of claim, wow. Because the guy very clearly shows obvious signs of heavy drug abuse. I'm not saying necessarily steroids, but things like growth hormone, IGF-1, stuff like that. It is very, very, very overwhelmingly clear that he has side effects from using very large amounts of those. He's not using them conservatively. Okay, look at the belly when he is that lean. All right, that's not normal. People need to understand that. And this is something that a 30-second Google search would have revealed to anyone who bothered to look. They might be like, that looks a little bit unusual. Why does it look like that? You could have looked that up, guys. So come on. So there comes a point where the audience has to accept some responsibility here. And I'll be fair and say that I have never seen a single video the guy's made. I only know what I've seen secondhand. I'll be the first to say that because of the things I've gone through myself, I don't judge people based upon secondhand information. I don't judge people based upon stuff that people may have remixed or taken out of context, because that same thing is done to me. And I'm not going to treat another person that way. I'm not comfortable doing that. Okay, that whole sort of just people jumping on a bandwagon like that, it just rubs me the wrong way. Now, that being said, it is also very clear that this is a person who was very much a fake natty. He was very vocal of his natural status, and to my knowledge, and again, this is to my knowledge, I'm not stating this as fact, this is what I was led to believe. And it could be incorrect, that he had actually made personal attacks and insults and everything else towards anyone who accused him of using anything, when it was very obvious that he did. Then of course, I've seen the ridiculous claims in some circles, of enhanced users. Well, you're enhanced lifters. Well, that guy doesn't even look that impressed for someone using that much growth hormone or whatever. It's like, oh, shut up, guys. Come on. Right? You guys are just as ridiculous when you say that as the people who thought he was natty. All right? Again, ridiculousness all the way around. Here's the other problem with it. It's like the people living in glass houses. Say what you will about me, and believe me, people have a lot of negative to say about me. Say what you will about me, but I've never made money pimping a bunch of fake supplements, pimping garbage that doesn't work, that's propped up by fake natties. And I see a lot of people out there who jumped on the bandwagon to trash the guy for making a fortune as a fake natty and then selling his products. But aren't they doing the same thing? It's like, well, wait a minute, guys. How many of you are making money off supplements? Or have made money off supplements that didn't work? Or you yourself are a fake natty pimping useless supplements. There's a bunch of those. A bunch of people admit they're enhanced who are still pimping useless supplements. Well, you're still conning people. Like you're conning people using a very similar, if not almost the same con or the same category of con. You don't get to judge this guy. Come on. I mean, that's hypocritical. And what people have to remember at the end of the day, people jumped up and said, oh, his career's ruined and everything else. And it's like, well, I doubt it. Yeah, he's going to take a hit, but you know what? People with fanatical followings, that's not how this stuff works. He might take a big hit, but he's still going to make millions of dollars. He's still going to be laughing his way all the way to the bank because he's built a following. And that's just the simple reality of it. The people out there who are going to smash on the guy are trying to do so to make themselves look better, make a dime. And the truth is, he's going to keep making money. It's not going to matter. That's one reason I gave up on taking this stance years and years ago of trying to call this stuff out. Because you know why? It doesn't work. It doesn't matter. The people are still going to make money doing it. And you're just going to look like the bad guy. All this does when you try to help people and point out the cons to them, in my experience, all it does is make people hate you. Even if your intentions are good and you just want to help them out, you want them to not get scammed, you're going to be demonized. Okay? You're going to be demonized. This is a scam that because people are just that naive, and again, a lot of that I could say we could place the blame both directions. We could place the blame on the con man because it's not right for them to do it. It really isn't. But here's the thing. As long as everyone out there ignores and calls the people who call out this stuff haters, the people in the industry who try to do this, a lot of us tried to. At one time, I was kind of leading the charge there. As long as you insist that we're just jealous haters and people don't listen, you're just going to encourage more people to do this, and they're going to continue to do it. If one person doesn't do it and say, hey, I'm going to be an ethical person, I'm not going to go this route, someone else will do it and take your spot. It's not going to stop. It is not going to stop until people collectively in the fitness world and in the different niches of it step back and go, you know what? Maybe we should be wiser and not be getting conned. Because that's the problem. As long as there are that many naive people who are ready and willing to be conned, someone's going to step up and do it. And I can tell you right now, this guy found the winning formula. He found the winning formula. And it worked. The guy's made millions. And he's going to continue to, no matter what people throw at him. And that's just the nature of it. But people need to stop being this clueless. Stop falling for it. Come on. Because you're rewarding this behavior. As long as people continue to fall for it, you're rewarding this behavior. And that includes half the people who called the guy out for it, who are running a smaller, less profitable version of the same scam. Okay? All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.